another trip, rainbow bound again. This time I'm in Peg 8, courtesy of Lee again. Thank you very much for the invite, buddy, much appreciated. Yeah, managed to get the earlier crossing as well. I did have a crossing at 5:24 and I've got the 3:24. Yeah, another earlier, and I'll probably get me down the other side. So right, I'll see you in a fish. Righto. Good morning. So, only managed 15 minutes over here and I had to sleep. I've just had about 2.5 hours kip. I don't know what time it is now, but I've got plenty of time, there's no rush. So yeah, I've just literally put the kettle on for the brew. Cool, you know, I feel knackered. I really do. Cool, you can probably see that halfway down my throat. I had a Starbucks and a muffin, a lemon and something muffin. Oh, pretty lovely that was. But yeah, so yeah, gonna have a brew, and then I've got 8.5 hours, something like that. But I feel a lot better now, I really do. For that, because I was flailing, it was pitch black. Yeah. Right, let's have me coffee and wake up. Probably clean my teeth as well, I think. Yeah. Right, sat out. Some journey, so I've arrived. I stayed here before, it's lovely, but then like, I had to try and get into this tight space here. I went in forwards at first and I've caught the customer's car. I've let her know and she's good as gold. I'll leave her some details if it costs anything. It's literally it's like a little white scuff that'll just polish out, and I've caught the corner of my van, but I've just wiped it. There's no mark on it at all. I was like, all that way. And then yeah, just quickly before going into something to eat, when I was sitting in traffic at Bordeaux, I'm singing, do you remember the song Evelyn King, Love Come Down? Well, I've had it on full whack in the thing. I do a playlist every time I drive a long way, and I'm singing away. I can't sing, especially a woman's voice anyway. Didn't realise that the passenger window's open. I looked down and there's two little French sorts in the car laughing their head off at me, and of course, because we're stuck in traffic, 20 minutes to keep looking down, they were still laughing at me. Oh God, I am looking forward to a snip. Right, I'll see you, well, in something to eat. Right, yeah. Great night's kip last night, thoroughly needed, a wonderful breakfast, and yeah, another hot day here. And then yeah, so yeah, we've got about an hour now, I think, something like that. We'll just wait at the gate, sort of thing. So right, it's going to get me a obligatory photograph with that sign, and I'll see you in a while. never get tired of that. So we've arrived, all the other anglers are here as well. There's good vibes. I think the best thing is seeing Pascal. So I'll get it out. Just need to pay now. Yep, shoes off. But shoe roulette. So yeah, good vibes. Bless him, it's fab to see him again. Really fab. Good to see him well. Right, gentle hum. A lot of exciting anglers in there. Max and Dean, super. Time in, actually drove past the bloody swim thinking that it was a little bit further down. Just goes to prove that I don't know where I am, never fished here before. First time in this particular one. So yeah, this is 8 and 9. So yeah, 8's that way and 9's that way. See what I can see. Work out the logistics of where I'm going to put everything. That's a comfortable swim in it, look at that. Yeah, I better get the van down there. Yeah, just saying to Lee that the water level is really it's gone down a lot, which is great. It's comfy in the boats. That's 8. So I've got this to myself, both swims. So I could, if I wanted to, have a rod in here. If I wanted to. We'll see. See where the fish show. That's a good wind coming in. Yeah. So this is 9. Decisions. Well, I've a lot of work to do now. Got all that crap out the van. Work it all out. So, right. Let's get on it. that's the house setup, kitchen. So yeah, I'm about to go and have a little look around. Like I say, I haven't done this swim before, and I've purposely not looked at the maps. There are some in the clubhouse. They're all available. Everyone can have a scoot at them if they wish to. So yeah, remember that when I go to the clubhouse at the end of the week to have a look at the maps. You know, to a lot of Wednesday, Thursday when I start getting scratching time. But yeah, no pressure. Apparently this swim fished its tits off last week, so yeah, I'll fuck it up. I'll give it a go. So yeah, I don't even know where to start really. I'm sure that there's going to be a bar system in there. I know there's some gullies. I've been hearing the fish have been coming out at decent, sort of good depths. A couple of Belgian guys I was talking to at the gate earlier on, bless them, they're in 6, and they were saying that the fish were coming out a couple of weeks ago in sort of 9 metre, was it 9 metres? 7 to 9 metres, whatever that is, sort of 12, 15 foot, whatever that is. I'm sure we can work that one out. Yeah, I'll have a look at that. But also in the crap, they've been fishing in the crap and getting good fish. So, and yeah, bless them. The chappies in 6. They're going to help me out. So I'm on my own, and I've left some bait and some bottles of frozen water. Well, some water in the fridge, in the freezer. And they're going to go back to the clubhouse every now and then, and they'll be in touch to let me know if there's anything I need. So that's really nice of them. Because I don't want to repeat of last time, you know, ended up just living on noodles towards the end of the week. I've got some nice meals with me, but it's all in the fridge. Right, let's get out there and get some work done. Right, I'll see you on see you Wednesday. Well, you just see me zip out there for the past, I don't know, I've been out there about an hour and a half, something like that. Yeah, like I say, it's all new to me. I've found some good spots. Probably the best one is quite long. I mean, you may be able to see my marker in the water there. That's sort of 7-8 foot, and then it drops down quite dramatically into a channel that runs parallel with this island. I follow that channel all the way up, going towards 11, and then further up the channel sort of shallows up, and where it starts it's quite firm. Yeah, very, very confident with that one. And then while I was out in the boat, I saw a fish turn over, just in open water. I mean, it could have been a bass chasing little bits, I don't know, I didn't see it, but I heard it and saw the splash as I turned around. That's a nice spot out in front there. I do believe you can go around that island and fish it, but I don't know what the chappies are doing in 6, so I'll leave that alone. There's another spot out on the bar there. It's like well, it's a flat area. It's like an egg box, that bar. It's all over the place. And then another good one in front of that tree. Coming this way, it's about 5 foot, and it drops down into a nice big 7-8, nice big area in front of that tree. I can sort of drape it over that bar, I did have a little look down there. I didn't really find much, to be fair. But I mean, I'd rather fish to where the fish are. That means me maybe sitting around for like 2 days before I put a rod out, and I can't really. I've only got a week, so yeah, I may get these out today. To be fair, they'll all be on running rigs. I don't need any massive leads and you know, big ups and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, fish it quite subtle, really. Not on maybe a bit of a bait runner, but I mean, especially these. I mean, that one, no. Because it's just going to just go into the tree. So, but that one out in, that's a nice spot. That's a really good spot, that is. But it's a good, it's a shit spot. The fish ain't there. And I did find something bloody interesting, going really low. It's obviously Nines water. You can't see it from there. You've got like it's just it's not really a bar system out there. It's backwards and forwards. But fishing out of here, it's a lot of water, to be fair. But on that far margin, you'll see my marker there. That's in 7 foot of water. Come in this side, that's right close to the bank as well. Come in this side of it, you've got a bar that comes up, literally it's like 2 foot under the surface, but just beyond the bar you've got like a shelf, quite a wide shelf, 5 foot, and you know, you could drape over that bar. I'm just going to keep an eye on that for the minute, I think, maybe, rather than go into that one, because my 4th rod will be, yeah, you might be able to see it glinting in the sun. Someone's put a peg on it. You may be able to see. No, you can't really. I'll do some footage in a moment when I've done a GoPro thing, but yeah, just try and work it out, really. I mean, if they're here and they're in those areas, hopefully we'll get a bite, but if they ain't here, you can't catch them. But no pressure, because they had it off here last week. yeah, I'll muck it up. Let's give it a go. Let's give it my best shot. Right, I've got food of gods at the minute because I'm hungry, so I've got myself some noodles. Yeah, I'm sort of feeling a bit weak at the minute, so noodles will suffice. Right, see you in a fish. Good morning. I slept well, which is not what you want on here, really, is it? Really? Oh, yeah, kettle's on. I was even fishing the night. Nowhere near me though. Of course it wasn't. And I think this right-handers may have been breamed. There was like a little bit of a bit, dot, up and down. Then it stopped. Then it bipped again. Then it stopped. No. I don't know about the rest of the lake, but maybe they've had a good sleep as well. But another interesting thing. I had just put the kettle on, done my teeth, and then I saw where I was yesterday when I was right over in Nines water, the other side. God, I look tired. I can see through like the tree bit here. No, through this little tree bit here. I saw one go over, but right on that far margin. I was having a scoot yesterday. I'll keep an eye on that. Maybe. And I could hear fish over in this open water in front of Nine yesterday, last night as well. Yeah, maybe. Right, let's have this coffee. I am so tired. I'll see you in a fish. 1, 2, 3, -1. Bream. Yeah, I was just in the process of just tidying my tackle thing up and tying up a couple of rigs ready. And yeah, that bleeping that I heard earlier on this one. Yeah, and then it done it again. It bounced around like a good one. Yeah, about a £4 bloody bream. But yeah, it's certainly got the old ticker going. I was just in the process of making a brew as well. Right, first blood is a bloody bream. Arrgh. Yeah, I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, I don't think I've got all bases covered. There is a channel that runs parallel with the island out in front, and I've seen a bit of bubbling this morning. And I mean, I went out there yesterday, as you know. I didn't want to put anything in there, so I've left it, but I can't ignore the bubbling. I haven't seen any show over it, but there's definitely bubbling. It is quite silty down there. So I've changed this number 2 rod here. And what I've done, I've gone in that channel right on the crease of it, and just I went up and down the channel, just spreading bait up and down. Let's see what happens from that. So I've got, you know, that's 19 foot, which is probably the deepest area in this swim. So yeah, let's give that a go. Right, see the fish. I've been asleep, drinking wine in the sun, and then yeah, Dixter rang me up and woke me up, having a good catch up with him. I think we're both in the same boat, not literally, excuse the pun. Yeah, both had a bream, and I was watching the guys as I was talking in 6, and I was sitting there like, something's wrong. I'm rubbing my eyes, and then my left hander went bip. I was like, God, what's going on? I kept rubbing my eyes, I couldn't see properly. Then I realised I ain't got my glasses on. Yeah, maybe a bit of sleep deprivation's kicking in again. So anyway, I think the chaps in 6 have just been back out. I mean, I think they may have had another fish. Cool, standing up too quickly. I've got the bends. I don't know why it's called the bends. Anyway, and then yeah, this number 1. I've had while I was on the phone to Dixter, it bipped a couple of times. I noticed the Wilson bouncing. That's a fucking long way to go as well. I'll just hope it down the bream. Yeah, it looks like they've had another fish over there. But yeah, the other thing as well. So this number 3 rod, earlier on was a lot of bubbling, a hell of a lot of bubbling going on. Now, whether that's carp biting through your baits and the air coming out of it, or crayfish disturbing the little bit of silt that's there, or bream, I don't know, but it was encouraging. I put a lot of bait over there on that number 3 rod, sort of spread it about, or a big area, there's little baits all over the place. Yeah, watch this space, probably a bream. Right, just woke up, so I'm gonna have some more wine. I'll see you in the fish. Sunday evening culinary lights are some of Jojo's finest. Chicken fajita, some wraps, a bit of salad, water, and obviously the sneaky wine. So right, update. Zip. Absolute zip. No, I've spent the afternoon tying up rigs in anticipation. Well, I needed to do it anyway. I didn't want to do it at home. It's just a boring thing to do. I used to love doing it. I used to love tying rigs up. So I've done about 20 rigs, I think. You know, it's always handy to have them. You never know, if you catch a few, you just need them. I've got a few in the boat in that little box there, a few little bits and pieces that I'll need. Yeah, just having a rethink, you know, as you do, because I don't know. I don't know whether I'm on the right spots or not. I ain't got a clue. So I'm going to have a little look around in 9. I have heard fish moving in there. As I said earlier on, I sat on the boat in that swim for a while. I didn't see anything, but just got me thinking, you know, maybe putting 2 rods in there and having 2. Is that another one? Possibly. in the distance there. Possibly one's turned over. And I might have a little scoot further down that bay. I mean, that goes all the way down to, there used to be a peg down there, 7. But there's a channel that runs all the way down there, and that meets up with 6's channel. So I might have I did see one turn over off that tree there. So that dead tree that's gone over, that was the first place I looked. I mean, I didn't find anything of significance, but one definitely turned over there this morning. So which tells me if there's one, there's more. Yeah, just having a rethink. It might all change. All 4 might go off tonight, which I bloody doubt it, to be fair. But yeah, another glorious evening. Now the sun sort of dipped down behind me. It's just nice and cool sitting here. So yeah, so I'm going to sit down, have a glass of, well, a beaker, goblet, whatever you want to call it, of Crusoe, which I thought was, I had this in 17 a few weeks back, and I thought it was lovely. I'm struggling with it. I bought 6 bloody bottles of the stuff. So yeah, you have to sort of smash the first one down, and you end up numbing your tongue. So yeah, the rest of it tastes superb. It might taste a bit better with a bit of spice, because I do believe that's quite a hot one, that. So right, yeah. So yeah, nothing to report, but there you go. Oh yeah, Rob, in 5, not in 5, in 17. Mate, he's had 5 up to 58. He was flying, and the chappies in 6 have had a few. It's just me. Lee had a 29, I think. But yeah, it's just me. Billy no mates. On my own. Shit bait, shit rigs. Nah, it is what it is. So we'll see. It's early days. It's pretty much 24 hours I've been fishing now. And all I can show for it is a... Right, anyway, I'm waffling on again. Right, see you in the fish. Fish on. Monday morning. I hate Mondays. So I had a bream off of this yesterday, persevered with it, stuck it back, and we got one. Well, I haven't landed it yet, as you can see. Yes, morning bat. I should be able to land it from the bank, because it's pretty flat. Doesn't feel like a bream. That's quite enough to the left. I might have to. The line, which it might do in a minute. Yeah. Has it gone underneath? Yep. Bloody hell. Keep farting. I'm shitting myself. Come on. Let's be having you. Can't be far away now. She's a plodder, whatever she is, and she is in total control of me, because I don't know what snakes are down here. I just assumed I was going to land it over there. Yeah, she's moving again. Come on. Leading material. These are 2 rod lengths. Come on. Woman. Probably £20. But it's a fish. Oh, grassy is it? I say I'm pooping it a bit. First one. Come on. It sounds strange, but it seems easier landing them from the boat. Come on. Pick your head up. Yeah, it's only a small one to be fair. Oh, I've just seen one crash. Over in 9, which is what I'm thinking about. Come on. Get in that net. Eee. do, won't it? Will do. Right. Usual paraphernalia now. Hey, how good was that? Monday morning and we've got a fish. Okay, it's not a big one, I know, big and living rainbow, and that's what we're after, but one fish is what we're after, which we've got. Now I want the biggest one. So yeah, I chuffed to bits with that because I haven't fished this swim before, and I don't know where the spots are, and like I said before, I didn't want to know where the spots are. I wanted to work it out for myself. And yeah, check out the brains on Brad. Yeah, rightio. And I will see you in a fish in a minute because I'm going to get out of the bank and take some photographs. Right, happy days. Okay, might be the smallest fish in the lake, but it's a welcome one. 18 pound, pure cricket bat rainbow common that pulled my strings on a Monday morning. I'm really happy with this. I know it's not massive, but to work a few things out in a new swim, yeah, I'm really happy. I'm just going to put some jollop in his chops, then we'll get it back. Which is another reason why we should always do things like this. When he grows a bit bigger later in life, somebody else can enjoy him. And it looks like he's never been up before, to be fair. Well nailed on that little gupta thing of mine. That's better. So. Hey. Right. Get in. Let's get her back. Chuffed to bits with this one, which I've just said. I know that you might be thinking, oh, it's only a 18 pound common, but that means this means so much to me. Right, let's get it back. Oh god. Right, let's go and catch the biggest one now. Oh, I'm probably cracking on about this bloody little tiny cricket bat, but I am so over the moon. Managed to do a little video thing that you've probably just seen, and first time I set up a GoPro in the water with a return shot. Yeah, I don't know whether you got it on GoPro while I was out there, but over to the left in 9, I saw one go over. I just heard it and I looked, and it's near that snag. So I'm gonna have a little shuffle around with these. This number 2 rod is coming out. I'm gonna stick a single over yeah, over in 9. Excuse me, I want to have a brew. Oh, much needed that. So I'll spin it around in a minute. But there's a lot of bubbles out there where fish have jumped. Obviously me snoozing this morning, I didn't stay up last night. I got a good night's kit, well, broken sleep, but right out on that far margin. Let's see if I can zoom in. You'll see loads of like spent bubbles. Look, 1 there, 2 there. Oh, and again, you probably caught that on camera. I did. So obviously I can't ignore that. So yeah, sort of left it alone. I'd like to say it's good angling by leaving it alone and letting the fish drift in. I did think that yesterday, but that's just bullshit. I did go out there, out in by those snags. So yeah, those snags there, I went out there, had a little look around, and there's a good spot, which I probably did say before, but it looks like I don't need to go as far as that really. But what I did notice out there, it's relatively flat, uniform, a very, very low bar system in there. I don't think it just needs to spot. What it needs is just a good spread of bait around, and a long confidence rig on a running rig. Yeah, another one. So yeah, can't ignore that. Maybe I'm sitting in the wrong peck. I should be sitting here. But I can still get to the spots where I'm really confident with on that margin over there. But yeah, I can't ignore that, can I? No. Alright, finished my brew. I've had a poo. I've already had one. I had to brown out after that, landing that fish. No. Let's see if another one turns over. But yeah, it looks like there's a few fish over there. Can't say I blame them. The lads in 11 are in and out a lot. Don't know what 12 are doing. Obviously I've done what I've done next door, and the fish feel that they're safe down here. Right, let's see if I can go and catch another one on a shit rig and some shit bait. Right, I'll see you in a fish. Right, I'll put this rod back out. Yeah, so we're in roughly 7, 8 of water. Might be a little bit deeper now because I've put the transducer thing a little bit lower in the boat. And when I sit at the back of the front of the boat, it lifts out of the water. But yeah, this is where I am, and all I've been doing is just plinking these around, get them moving about. Unfortunately, the hook bait never came back with that rig, so I don't know whether I've been crayed or not. No, but I'm going to be moving a couple of rods today. I've got to check whether I've got crays and stuff on me. I don't know. I was on the phone to Lee earlier, and he reckons Max was saying that there might be a storm coming in today. Which I don't mind. It will do what it's going to do. Maybe my tactic of trying to single out the bigger ones is not working. I'm trying to get them moving around rather than just piling a load of bait over a spot. It does work. I want them moving around, but that's how the rig will work as well. Get a few in the snag as well. Get them out of there if they're in there. I imagine some of these baits will be on the or near the leader, but I've not had any liners that I've noticed anyway. But then again, I'm not exactly sitting there watching the Wilson 24/7. trying to keep the fish here for longer. That's the thing as well. Get them moving around. It might be the only one I catch off of here this week, I don't know, but cool, he's got fizzing on his bait. Yeah, cool, blimey, look at that. I shall do the same as this Impeg 9 over that area where I've been seeing them. I suppose I could have done this with a throwing stick from there, couldn't I? But nah. I wonder how many I've thrown actually in the same spot. Right. See, it slopes away down here. This is like a there's a bar there. I think there's a bar here, and this is like a bit of a bowl as such. I think I've not gone any further that way, so I don't want to disturb their swim. But that's what I'm assuming anyway. But this obviously must be the bar that runs from that island to that island, and I'm just on the other side of it. Where I'm fishing, it will slope. It just slopes down gradually, comes up to just over 5 foot in front of that bird-eyed. Alright. Oh yeah, let's turn that on. Yeah, what I'll do, I'll keep a spare receiver in the boat in case something happens back on land. Yeah, it says 5'6" now, so I'm drifting that way. Right. That'll do. So obviously I'm on top of the bar now. It should slope down gradually. You see it coming down. 6, 6, 6, 9, 7, 2s, 5s, and it will straighten off. Famous last words. Yeah, that's where I want to be. No, all it is a trusty running rig. I've not gone for the biggest leg because I don't really need it. No, all I've got is the trusty gupter. Yes. Yep, that's like a little wafter thing. It just sort of, it kind of sits like that. That's the idea anyway. What do I know? So that's about 10 foot. I've got that. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Simple as that. Yeah. So I'm going over that. It's about 7'9". That's about right. Bait runner on. Just want a little bit over the bait. Just a handful over that. There we go. Get that leader knot off so it doesn't jam. There we go. Oh, wow, the long rod. Stick that one there. Yep. He's only contemplating getting rid of that. Come on. This is the thing when you're on your own. Things you gotta do. Come on. There's a bloody stump down here, isn't there? Come on. That's it. Right. I'll get there in the end. When it goes wrong. I'm literally in the process of changing all these rods over as well. I knew this would do a bite. Come on. Oh, there's me Wilson. I'm literally about to reel this one in. How strange. Safe to say we'll be sticking with this now. I'll be amazed if this is still on. Oh yeah, still on. Bloody hell. Yeah. That's the thing, if you don't pull in from too hard, they don't run away. Probably a £5 bream. It doesn't feel big, to be fair. But it's a fish. It's safely say that ain't no green. Bank on the Monday. Oh, that's a nice one. Really nice one. Safe to say that this fish is definitely in control of me. Like I say, I knew that spot would do a bite. Keep the line out of the water. Oh yeah, that's a very good comment. I'm not touch it, right? Oh, fuck. Excuse me, French. That's the amount of jaws it's going in with the boat. All those thoughts in your head now about knots. Some power. You don't need to go on the boat. Oh, that really has got some power. Oh God. It swims past a boat like that. come on. No. This is what I'll come to remember. Oh yeah, look at the size of that. Look at the size of that. That's going in my net. Oh, blimey, look at that. Yes. Oh, blimey. That's why I come to Rainbow. That's colossal. Ooh, yes. Oh yeah, very good. Very good. Very good. I could have played that all day. Thank you.
Your steel is in the water.
Oh, thank you. That's not embarrassing. Yeah, they've just pointed out the fact that I've left the bank stick, not bank stick, the landing net handle in the water. That was kind of them. Thank God that there's a flotation thing on it. It's safe to say that that is a very big fish. God, yeah. Right, let's get her right in the net. Get her facing the right way. Yep, that's better. Right. Yeah. Wowzers. I am absolutely buzzing. Well, I hope I caught all that on GoPro. I've switched it on. A bit of a paraphernalia trying to get the boat, and I got caught on a stump. I've got a great big common in the sling. Sitting down there waiting to be photographed. Cool. So yeah, it's fishing on your own like down here. It's challenging, that's for sure. I was going to change that as well. Can't believe it. Right, let's get some photographs. Happy days. Right, on my long rod that I was about to reel in, which I probably said on GoPro God knows how many times. Proper buzzing, bank holiday Monday. £40 4 ounces. Look at that, proper nailed as well. Oh mate, this place is amazing. A proper paraphernalia trying to get the boat out away from that stump, getting out. Yeah, 12'9" of water, where the channel starts at the end there. Oh mate, what a place. Right, let's get it back. We'll get some gubbins on her first. One little look hold in there. There we go. Might smart a little bit, a little more. Okay. Right. Oh yeah, didn't like that, did ya? No, you didn't like that. Right. could have played that all day. Right, let's get it back. Look at that. £40 for getting. Right. Oh, that's a proper kick. Get in. I knew that spot would do a fish. Get in. Oh, blimey. A good angler would be getting that back straight out there now, but no, I'm going to have a cup of tea. Well, cup of tea, cup of coffee. What a buzz. I know I said it about 15 times now. I knew that would do a spot, that. It's a cracking little spot up there. But it's so satisfying that I'm sure that people have fished it or whatever, but I didn't look for maps and stuff. I've worked it out myself. Cool. And I was about to reel that in and I was going to put 2 in 9. There was even showing while I was out there playing the fish in 9, so they're definitely down there. I was in the process of sorting these rods out, moving them around so that I can put a rod in 9, so just spreading these bank sticks out and whatever. And and it went. And you saw it on the GoPro. I'm a bit of a state trying to get it out. There's a stump down there, and I got caught around that. But yeah, but mate, yeah, God, you know, what a buzz, what a buzz. Right, let's get the kettle on. Right, putting this rod back out where we had that fish earlier on. So I've put one out on the in 9 now. What I've gone, there's a bar that runs along parallel with that island that comes up sort of 4 foot. It's quite a wide bar, to be fair, and from what I've been seeing, the fish have been showing this side of it, and you've got a gully that sort of slopes very, very gradually away from that, going down to sort of 9 foot, 9'5". I'm in about 8 foot of water. I was just spread a load of bait all around there, and then just stuck a single match the hatch about it, just on a running rig, liner, kind of thing I'd do back home, really, I think. So yeah, I mean, I've obviously gone out there and probably disturbed it a bit, but there was a lot showing there this morning that you saw, probably, you know, whether you see it or not on the GoPro footage, maybe when I was out there playing the fish. But this morning, quite loads of spent bubbles where they've rolled and crashed and whatever. I'd like to say it's great angling, I've left it alone, but it ain't that. Oh, I can edit that out and say that I have, but no, they've obviously moved in where there's no lines. But this, I was gonna pull this one in. I'm glad I haven't now. So where's my stick? It's quite a way up. Yeah, chuff, that's the only 2 fish I'll catch this week. I'll be chuffed to bits with that. Just, you know, it's not easy here. It's just, you could have 30 bloody rods and still have another 30 spots. There's so many spots. I mean, when you know the areas and you know the swim, you can get your baits out, done, sit back, and then just sit on it. I mean, I've no, yeah, the one that I brought in off of the between me and 6. There was no crayfish scrapings at all on the bait, and the one that I had left off the bollocks thing, there was no scrapings on that. So yeah, so you know, hopefully I won't get plagued with them this week. Yeah, this is where I am in 12s. So let's get to the me stump little peg thing. I do like using the washing line method like this. Right, so there's 10s. I'm going down, if I remember right, I went down to 12 I think. Yeah, see it going down. Yeah, it's a nice gradual slope down. Yeah, it's around about here. I mean, it carries on going down, I think, or does it come back up? Yeah, look at that, it comes back up again. So, yeah, it's around about here. Yeah, 12.9. I've drifted away. That's the thing when you've got this gentle breeze, you don't realise how you can drift so quickly and not realise it. Right, I'm going to go backwards. It's just gradually dropping down. I'm drifting again, but yeah, I'm about here. Where's 12.9? Yeah, happy with that. Right. Same again. Rather than have my line draping, because this particular braid, Power Pro, is a sinker. The Berkeley Whiplash that I was on before, that was a fab line. That was like buoyant. That was. So yeah, I've drifted down again. Let's go back round. Yeah, like I say, it doesn't take much to drift off. Was that a fish or was that ducks? Looks like they're doing the same in 11. I think this is the start of the main channel that runs all the way through. There, 12, well 11, 12. Oh, it could be the one that runs all the way through into 19. I don't know, I can't go any further because that's 11's water. So I've got a little bit of calendar soil on my baits and a bit of fossil oil, just to give it a little bit more extra attraction. And these are air dried, so they will swell up, same as my up baits, but not as big as my bloody up baits. I've still got a problem with them, to be fair. That'll do. They've got the twisting going on again. Oh, got oily hands. That's why I'll drop your rod in the lake now. Is it that way? Oh, that's probably the wrong way. I probably said it before. I can see all the lads have 10-foot rods on here. Excuse my friend, it's a pain in the arse. I've probably twisted that round over and over again. Way more than I needed. Count to 10. It doesn't have only got a bit of tennis elbow as well. The trouble when you play the fish on this particular mono, it really has got a lot of memory to it. I wish I could get that Terry Eustace stuff. Right, let's try that. Yay, right. Oh. Too shallow. There we go. That's it. Yeah, that's it, back to bank. What those holes were for. I can keep the line out of the water all the way. Yeah. Wow. Oh, going towards 9. Yeah, never done that before. Something a bit different. Yeah.